All right, everyone, welcome back. Dustin here, Average Guy Hi-Fi again. I hope you guys are all staying safe out there with this coronavirus thing. I actually went to my office to grab these speakers so I can review them for you, since a lot of people aren't wanting to meet up with me to do these transactions, because, again, the point of this channel is to buy stuff on the secondhand market, bring it into my room, set it up, and then review it for you guys, and then pass that information along, and then sell the speakers, then buy another set of speakers. But since people aren't really wanting to meet up, I just went to my office and grabbed a set of speakers that I've been listening to that is basically a loaner set of speakers. These are a client of mine left them in a property that was vacated, so I told him that I would store them for him. By storm, I mean I've been listening to them in my office pretty much every day. They know that, by the way. But basically, this is monitor audio. I'm a huge fan of monitor audio. One of my first purchases, like for in a store, was actually monitor audio Radius 90, the little bookshelf, bookshelf speakers that monitor audio makes. So I love this brand. I think the price and performance ratio is very high for this quality of set of speakers. So I'll just go over the three speakers that I have here on loaner that I'm going to be reviewing here in a few minutes. This right here is the monitor audio Radius 250 HD. The HD just has a little bit bigger better components inside the woofers, a little bit nicer tweeter, the cabinets are a little bit bigger, things like that, but they're still very streamlined, as you can see. These are ideal setups for people that have bedroom systems, or if you have a living room system where you can't get away with tower speakers. That's kind of where these guys shine here. So the other two speakers I'm going to be reviewing in the room over there is the Monitor Audio Radius 270 HD tower speakers. So I'll go over the specifics here. This 250 HD has two metal matrix polymer woofers, which are a little bit on the smaller size, but again, that's what these speakers are designed to do. They're kind of blended to the environment a little bit. They also have a 1-inch gold dome tweeter in the middle of them as well, too. So I'm using this speaker as the center channel. The sensitivity rating is 90 dB, so it's nice and sensitive. They are 8 ohms. That's the impedance on these things. And then the MSRP was $475 a speaker. The Radius 270 HD tower speakers were about $1,375 a pair, from what my research showed me. Those are 87 dB, so they're about 3 dB less than the center channel, which is a little strange if you ask me. And the towers are 6 ohms instead of 8 ohms. It would be nice if they were all matching, but I'm sure Monitor Audio, they're a very good company. I'm sure they had reasons behind all of this. So, yeah, basically this is about a little under a $2,000 system. I'll be reviewing it in the other room. We'll put on Mad Max Fury Road again. I think that's a great one. I'm going to be using a subwoofer for these. These are definitely intended to be used with a subwoofer. Just so keep that in mind with this review here. But I've been listening to them past couple days since I've been quarantined here a little bit. So they sound fantastic. Super impressed with the performance. I've loved them in my office listening to music. So let's hop in there in the other room and then we'll show you guys these things in action. All right, everyone, just got done setting all these monitor audio speakers up here. Again, we put on Mad Max Fury Road. It's got some nice detailed sound, so hopefully you guys can capture that in this video here. But we're going to just jump right into the review portion here. I'll give you guys a close-ups of the cabinet since I didn't really get a chance to do that in the other room. These right here are the Monitor Audio Radius 270 HD tower speakers. These are in a gloss finish. Very beautiful gloss finish. I would say most rooms it's definitely furniture grade. That's part of the reason I like these monitor audios, just the quality of the build. And then over here, we're just, again, running three different speakers here for this review. But that's right there is the other one. So we'll just hop over here. We'll hit play, let you guys listen to these things, and we'll hop over into the other room, and I'll give you guys the Average Guy Hi-Fi score on this set of speakers here. So here we go. I'm going to set the volume at about negative 15 dB on the Denon receiver, which is about as loud as I like to listen to things, but I know some of you guys kind of listen to stuff really loud, but here we go.
I tell myself, they cannot touch me. They are long dead. this wasteland. A man reduced to a single instinct. Survive.
All right, guys. I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter. So, full disclosure, I am running the Velodyne Mini V 8-inch subwoofer, which I just showed you guys there. But here's actually an interesting comparison here. This right here is the Definitive Technology Mythos ST Towers, and then right there is the Monitor Audio Radius 270 HD. So quite a massive size difference here between these speakers. But again, they're kind of intended for different uses. I think these monitor audios would do a little bit better in a smaller room like this one. They perform phenomenally in here. Just super happy with the performance. Very detailed, nice and clear. And with that subwoofer carrying the low end, you can get away with much smaller footprint speakers. Now, some of you definitely need the big stuff because that's what you're used to. But for people that are starting out, maybe you start with something like this, and then if you get a dedicated room, you move up to the bigger stuff. So here we go. We'll hop over in the other room, and I'll give you guys the average guy hi-fi score here. All right, everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the demo section of the video. I put a speaker right here. This is for an upcoming set that I'm going to be reviewing, so stay tuned in the next couple days or so, depending on how things are going out there with everyone and the workload and all that stuff. But the plan is to get this video up next. So these are a set of triad speakers that I ended up snagging for a very good deal from a pretty well-known professional baseball player, to be honest. So I'll be reviewing these next. They came out of his theater, and I bought them from somebody that redid the home theater. So that's coming up next. But before we get there, we're on to the Average Guy Hi-Fi review for the Monitor Audio Radius HD series speakers that I just showed you guys the clip of. So again, we've got the Monitor Audio Radius 250 HD center channel, and we got the two of the Monitor Audio Radius HD 270 tower speakers. So there's only 4 categories this go around for the Average Guy Hi-Fi rating because I didn't pay for anything for them. These are on loan, so I just eliminated that category. So there's going to be 4 categories. Each category is 10 points, and then I'll give you guys the Average Guy Hi-Fi score for the speakers here. So we'll jump right into it. On the quality, I gave them an 8 out of 10. They have very nice cabinets. The gloss that Monitor Audio puts on their speakers is beautiful. They do a fantastic job with it. It is furniture grade quality. The metal grills covering the woofers are very high quality. The binding posts are nice high quality. Basically they feel the part for their price range. $1,850 for 3 speakers is kind of a lot of money for some people, especially if you're trying to do a 7 speaker system. But the quality matches the price, in my opinion, when it comes to these speakers. So I gave them an 8 out of 10. When it comes to sound, another good score. I gave them a 7.5 out of 10. They will meet or exceed your expectations when it comes to filling smaller rooms, like living rooms, bedroom systems, things like that. I would say that the subwoofer is a requirement, though. You would definitely want a little subwoofer at least, just kicking in, covering that low end to free these speakers up to have nice volume output, because they will run out of steam if you're not crossing them over and you're requiring them to go full spectrum on the audio. They'll start kind of running out of steam there. So cross them over with a subwoofer, and they'll get nice and loud. The details, they're very crisp speakers, is the way I would describe them. The bass response was obviously lacking, but what do you expect for 4-inch woofer speakers? So when it comes to sound, I gave them a 7.5. When it comes to the MSRP rating, I gave them a 6.5. $1,850 for 3 speakers puts them in some pretty stiff competition from brands like Klipsch. You can get 3 really nice quality RP, reference Premier Series speakers. From Definitive, you can get some really nice bookshelf speakers and a center channel easily in that price range, maybe even the surrounds if you catch the deals right. So at $1,850, there's some pretty stiff competition. So at the MSRP value, I gave them a 6.5 out of 10. Still a good score, just not quite as high as it could be. From the aesthetics, that's where they got the best score. I gave them an 8.5 out of 10. Again, beautiful gloss cabinets. They have a nice, sleek, streamlined appearance to them. They don't take up a lot of space. The footprint's pretty small. And they just look the part. They look beautiful. They look right next to my OLED TV in there. So that's where I gave them an 8.5 out of 10. So that averages out to a 76% for Average Guy Hi-Fi score. Again, very good score. I've just owned speakers, like the Martin Logans that I reviewed, like the Definitive Technology speakers that I reviewed. There's just probably a little bit better out there, but keep an eye on your used market because Radius HDs pop up all the time around here, or even the Radius, the original Radius. Those are the ones that I had, and they sounded fantastic too. So the HD just has a little bit beefier components, a little bit better crossover networks, things like that. So keep an eye on for Radius. If you got a small room, Monitor Audio makes killer gear. They're made in Britain, so they're nice quality units. And then basically, yeah, just keep an eye out because they do pop up on the used market. So again, thank you guys for sticking around this long. This review will be coming up here next. I did get 5 speakers, so I got the matching center channel. I got 2 of these speakers, and then I got the matching surround sound speakers. So I'm really excited now that I'm going to be unhooking those Monitor Audios. I'll be hooking these up in the next couple days, and I'll be listening to them, and then I'll give you guys my average guy hi-fi score on those as well too. So thank you guys for sticking around. Please subscribe to the channel. Help spread the word. Things are growing rapidly. I'm up to 135 subscribers at the time of this video, so I'm very, very happy with this, and I love the feedback that people have been giving me. So that gives me motivation to keep doing this, especially as people are staying home more often. Try to give you guys some content to watch. So stay safe out there, and again, thank you guys for stopping by.